Previously on Kicks Chronicles.
The 2 episodes that are coming after this, 2 Christmas episodes. All of you guys that have been sticking around trying to find out who's going to be on the episode, I'm going to say it now. So first up, we're going to have one of my favorite ever guests on the podcast. Very opinionated, super funny. I'm talking about the one and only Sneaker.Ajeossi. Second is one of the biggest sneaker YouTubers in the UK. Put some respect on Broski's name, G. Broski's name, G. Broski's name, G. You get me? I'm talking about the one and only life of Broski, Erkin Hassan.
He's never going to live this down, is he?
Yeah, no, this is definitely...
I mean, it's beyond now, isn't it? I mean, this is crazy. This is abuse.
This is to the point where you could almost say, right, oh, I thought it was 10:30, or I thought it was 10.
No.
Like, you know when people are like, oh, I'm so late that I thought it was a different time entirely.
Yeah.
Let's try again. I don't even know if I'm actually calling him. Then it'll give
He's
him...
silent there, isn't he? That's on silent. He's not getting...
Like, this is 40 minutes.
No, this is... Late is 10 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah. I was late. I was 5 minutes.
Late is... Yeah, you were like
Literally.
3 minutes late. Late is like up to 10 minutes. 30 minutes is like, you know, you sort of... But 40 minutes is... They're mugging you off. Because it's just a violation, isn't it? You don't take this in real life.
Man. It's a complete vial, man. We will be definitely giving him some stick when he gets it.
He's doing
Imagine
that.
He's looking at the phone right now.
Coming through if he's doing that.
Imagine if he was looking at the phone.
No, because I'm going to get annoyed, triggered, as the young people would say.
Mate, imagine that. He's like, between yesterday and today.
Don't stop saying it because you're winding me up. He's not looking at the phone now, is he? Tell me he's not looking at the phone now.
Imagine him looking at the phone right now saying, I don't fancy it.
That'd be a good, like, evil art, though, because he's so nice, isn't he? Can you imagine if he really was looking at the phone?
It would be, this is definitely gonna, in some way, feature in the edit. It is, we are, like, we've been recording for almost...
It's 6:43 here, so with you, it's 9:43.
6:43 in
Korean time.
In South Korea. It is 9:43 a.m. in the UK, and Erkin Hassan, Life of a Broski.
Put some respect on Broski's name, G.
And one of the biggest sneaker YouTubers in the UK.
Too big for it. That's the problem.
You see what's happened?
Yeah.
You see what's happened? He's big time. He's big timed us, bro. He's big timed us. Get me, man. He's saying,
I'd expect
you know what,
this
man?
more from you with Lorenz and all these people. I'd assume you'd have this behaviour. Wow, this guy, I thought we were brothers.
I thought we were tapped in, man. I thought
this is right, but obviously you're not.
Early, you see,
you
man.
think you're friends, but you're not friends. This is where you find out.
This is it. This is where you find out.
This is where you find out. Podcasts is when you find out who your friends really are.
Anyone that's listening to this that has his number, call him right now. Right, I know it's after the fact, but just call him now.
No, call him now. It's fine.
Yeah, call him now. Whatever time you're listening.
Right, wherever you're watching, whenever it is, call him now.
Anyone that's got Erkin Hassan's number.
Put some respect on Broski's name, G.
Anyone that's got Life of Broski's number, call him right now. I just if he picks up, just say to him, the podcast has started. Where are you?
Yeah, do that now.
Do that right now.
And fingers crossed, right? He's just put the baby down and he's exhausted. He's done like 14 hours and he's just dropped off. That's what I'm hoping. He's just dropped off. And they call him and say, podcast is starting, mate.
Do you know what? And do you know what? Bun with this. I'm actually going to give you his number.
But it's just unacceptable.
Unbelievable.
When you book big stars, mate, this is what happens, you see. This is what you got to do. Look at me, I'm compliant, I'm on time. I'm fine. Right. But when you book the big guys,
so you've got it's 10:04 over here.
We started at 9 o'clock, people, just in case
you're
wondering.
Started at 9 o'clock, and we've both been waiting over an hour. I think what we'll do, right, is
this guy
to respect the game at this point. We've got
to respect ourselves.
Yeah, to respect ourselves.
Because there comes a point, doesn't there, when you've got to start respecting.
When it's a viral. Yeah, it's 100% a viral. And I'm going to be like, bro, what am I doing here, bro? Everything that's happened now is behind us, right?
Hi, everyone. It's 9 o'clock. Welcome to the PROZECH extravaganza.
It's the extravaganza. It's the 2024 Christmas special. Let me do a proper thing. All right, we'll do an intro. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Yes, my people, Big PROZECH back again, and you already know what it is. It's that time of the year. It's Christmas. It's your podcast, Kicks Chronicles, Sneaker and Lifestyle, and I'm here celebrating Christmas with a very special episode with some amazing guests. You get me? Guests it's a very important for us to notify that we have more than one amazing guest available to us, even though your eyes do not deceive you. There are definitely more.
Yeah, there's 2 of us in here now.
Right, so with me today, I have 2 amazing content creators. They wear their hearts on their sleeves. They're free with their opinions. They're always sharing in the community. 2 men of the people, I would definitely say. Hearts on their sleeves, souls on their feet. Former guests, legends of the game. You get me? Definitely not afraid to share their thoughts, feelings, and opinions. First off, as you can probably see, I will definitely say one of my favorite guests ever, one of the biggest guys in the game, my personal GOAT, right? Coming straight out of South Korea by way of, or coming from Yorkshire, by way of South Korea. We've got the literal GOAT. You get me? The
John Jones of the sneaker YouTube.
The John Jones of sneaker YouTube. The king of bad reviews.
He's a bad example.
No, you're the best at the bad reviews.
What I do, not extracurricular stuff, but at stuff. Yeah, the best.
I'm talking about, you've probably seen and heard. I'm talking about the one and only Sneaker.Ajeossi is in the building, man. What are you saying, Sneaker.Ajeossi?
Merry Christmas, my friend.
Thank you very much, my bro. I'm good, man. I'm good. Can't lie. I am good. All the better for seeing you, my bro. But I'm a little knocked. I'm not gonna say why. I'm a little peeved. You get me?
We've seen each other for quite a while, haven't we? We've seen each other for quite a while.
I've been seeing your face for slightly longer than I'm used to, and it's okay. It's okay.
You might be getting for a start of a podcast. That's weird, isn't it? But anyway, let's move on.
Let's move on. And do you know what? What we need to do is move on to our next guest. And obviously, for those that saw our last episode, I kind of did allude to the fact that our next guest is one of the biggest sneaker YouTubers in the country. Best. Like, he's one of the best. He's legitimately one of the nicest guys. I've heard that he has some difficulty with punctuality. Some have said he finds it difficult to get out of bed for less than 10K. Right?
He's got a lot of white flags, but then he's got a few red ones, hasn't he?
A few red ones. But I'm talking about the one and only, and you know him and love him. Some might call him Life of a Broski, but we refer to him as Erkin Hassan.
Put some respect.
Erkin Hassan is in the building. Where is he? Is he with you? Oh, there he is. You get me?
Come on, Arsenal.
He's dyed his hair. He's gone white for the Christmas because he moonlights his Father Christmas. So yeah, he's turned white. He's turned white.
You can have off now. See, I appreciate it, but one, you're done now. Your job's done, isn't it?
Erkin Hassan, aka Patrick, stepping in for Erkan, who is fashionably late. Let's put it that way.
Unfashionably late at this point. To be honest, mate.
We love you, but you're gonna have. I do love
you, but sometimes people need hard truths, don't they?
We're gonna definitely have some.
The people you love, you got to be honest with them.
We've got. I'm saying you got to let them know, right?
Yeah.
But obviously, for Erkin Hassan, Life of Broski, make sure to go and show him some love. And I did say, and you're probably gonna see prior to us starting the podcast, if anyone does have Erkin's number, if anyone has Broski's number, right? I know you're probably gonna watch this. You're definitely going to watch this after we've recorded it. But just so he knows how much we love him, I just want you to call him or text him, or just message him, DM him right now, and just say the podcast has started. And Sneaker.Ajeossi and PROZECH are waiting for him. Just let him know right now. Whatever time of the day or night it is, just send him a message right now. And just say to him, the podcast has started.
If you watch this next spring, still message him or
This
ring
is
him
it.
and say the podcast has started. Watch it in 2027.
In
Call
2027,
him
when
and
you're watching this,
say the
just send
podcast
him a
has just
DM.
started. It has.
He'll absolutely love it. He'll absolutely love
Yeah,
it.
well,
The banter is real.
if he does or he doesn't, call him.
You get
Call
me?
him,
Like,
yeah, call him.
so as you can probably tell, we're both in great form, and we're loving life right
We're
now.
ready.
We're both ready.
Ready.
We've been
Ready.
online. We've been on the line
It's
for
been a long
about.
prep. It's been a long prep.
Yeah. We're good to go. We're warmed up. We had a great
I'm ready.
warm up. We had a great warm up, right? So I'm saying we're like we've limbered up. Everything's perfect. Saying like everything's all good. So we're definitely gonna have a good podcast. I would say first and foremost, 2024, in my opinion, has been a very, very interesting year in kicks. We did see some unexpected drops, some welcome retros, collabs kind of from left field, Wu-Tang dunks kind of coming out of nowhere, Futura dunks also, you get me? You've got different things coming from left and right. But for you, if you were to sum up 2024, in your opinion, in terms of kicks, what would be your sort of summation?
All I've heard is dead. When I did my Instagram live, all I heard was dead. Dead is the word that I've heard all year. Honestly, that's the only word I've heard is dead. I don't agree with it, but I'm hearing a lot of dead. That's all I'm hearing. So you tell me.
Very interesting. Do you know what? I mean, I don't know if I'd go as far
sneakers, the game, all of it.
Well, the game is definitely, in terms of resale and stuff, that's definitely dead. That's definitely so the resale game's dead. Unless you're talking really upper echelon pairs of really, really limited pairs, that's really gone. So any sort of resellers that are sort of like not really about the game, that sort of like just resell on the fly.
If you are plugged in, you're plugged out, aren't you?
Yeah, that's not, because some people are making a couple of hundred and certain pairs. That's all been squeezed out, and you're only really making any money if you're doing big volumes now. So all of the sort of passing quote unquote sneaker entrepreneurs, sneaker resellers, that all of those guys have dropped out of the market in this.
Job time, innit?
Because literally Nike has flooded the market with products. Like, so there's not as much opportunity as there once was. So yeah, in that regard, flooding the market with loads and loads of kicks, on one hand, gives everybody the opportunity to get what they want for retail, or maybe in some cases even less than retail, right? And then on the other hand, it means that the other parts of the market that sort of give us indications as to whether things have done well or things are going well aren't really there in terms of resale, secondary market, and what have you. So very interesting in that regard. I wouldn't go as far as saying it was dead, because I was able to get a couple of decent pairs.
I agree with you, but it's the word that's been thrown in my face like all year. But I agree with you. And it's a good time, isn't it? If you want to buy stuff, it's a great time, isn't it?
Yeah, if you've got the money, and I said it in terms of the BC3, so the black cement threes were sitting for a significant period of time. Sneaker.Ajeossi was saying that the stash 95s were sitting in Korea for a while. There's certain shoes.
I think lower sizes now, but you're right, mate. You can still, in lower sizes, you can still get them, and it's that far longer than you would think they would sit.
And like the cool tees, air trainers were sitting, sitting, but like they were there for a while, especially
that's
the
when
light.
I mean, if something like Clint stuff there, don't you?
Yeah.
You know,
like the game's changed, and it's becoming a bit more. It was a seller's market prior, coming out of COVID. Now it's really a buyer's market. If you've got the money, you're gonna get the shoes you want.
You're gonna get what you want.
A great example of that was the reverse duck camo came out this year. You'd probably be able to get that for half price during Christmas and New Year. So
ridiculous, sitting everywhere, wasn't it?
And I've got my eye on that, because that's a shoe that I've always wanted. That shoe's sitting. You get me? Like, so definitely a weird one in terms of this year. Definitely not the same as last year.
I was going to ask you. I was talking to our late friend last night. He's not
dead.
He's just late.
He's not.
Just late. I think he's not passed on. He's fine. He's his head's on the pillow. But I was saying to him, and I want to know if it's the same for you. Does it spoil your joy of the game? I know for buyers, people say, all I've had this year, it's brilliant because, we can buy and it's great because it's great for the buyers. But does the fact that the anticipation isn't there and the fact that the hype isn't there on the drops, even though you can get what you want, does it sort of take your joy a little bit? That's what I was asking him, because it's interesting, isn't it? Because do we sort of enjoy that? If the thing, I was saying to him, if there's biscuits in the tin, where's the fun in biscuits? And is it a bit of that? Do you know what I mean? Is it a bit that, because the hype isn't there, do you feel like, I don't feel the buzz that I once did? Or do you just
So
feel
I
like,
think-
I can get all the shoes I want? Because people have
No.
been saying, it's great for buyers, but you like that feeling of the game, don't you? And if that feeling for the game isn't there, does it take a bit of the buzz away? That's what
Well,
I was
the truth of the matter is that's how a lot of us came in. A lot of us came in with the game at its height, and that's what we're used to. And that gives us an indication as to whether something is fire, something is worth getting. It gives us an indication as to whether sort of things are popping, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of us haven't lived through an era where you could pretty much just get what you want, right? And that's kind of what we're in at the moment. So
Yeah.
it definitely gives us it gives me a weird feeling. I love the game. I feel like that's part and parcel of sneakers, not being able to get some of the kicks that you really, really want, and like spending periods of times trawling through secondary markets, eBay and what have you, to try and see if you can pick up a deal, right? That's all part of the game. I loved it, man. Or seeing stuff come back on restocks, like, and all of these having all of these different monitors and things of that nature, man. But not really needed to do that this year because
or even
whatever
even
you
just the
basically
feeling,
really
like
wanted,
you said, maybe not getting it, but even just the feeling of not being sure if you're going to get it or not.
yeah, that was
It's
always
nice,
a nice
isn't it?
thing.
Just like, the
But
day
to me-
before when you think, you might sell out this, that gives you the buzz, doesn't it? And if you think, well, I know I'm going to be able to get this, so I can just get it on resale for £10 more.
Well, this is
Does
it.
it take
This is
away
it.
a bit of the lore of the game?
It definitely does. It definitely takes a little bit of the edge off. But I think it's very important for us to, and I'm talking, this is a very adult, a very pragmatic way of looking at things, but we need to be able to enjoy the market in its various different stages. And I think like it's
it's all-
important.
you're right.
It's all part of it. I feel like
Yeah.
we need to still be able to enjoy where we're at, because there will come a day when it does swing all the way back around where
We'll be whining again. Yeah, no, you're right.
where
You're right.
we'll all be complaining again, and then we'll look back and say, you know what, we probably should have
Should have
enjoyed
got all
where we
those Creps
were.
back then.
This is it, man. This is it. Like, so yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. By the way, my size foot has not changed. I'm still a size 12. So there's still certain shoes that I wanted to get.
Yeah, this is for you.
That I wasn't,
I mean,
that I wasn't able to get. So I
I've
wasn't
got lady
actually.
feet, so for me, it's never an issue. But for you, as a fully grown man, it's
Just a little bit.
yeah.
Like,
Sometimes
and
it's
there's
not
only
that
a
easy,
few
is
of
it?
them. It's only a few of them. It was only a few of them, but yeah, a few of them I wasn't able to cop. But you know what?
Why do they hate you so much? I don't understand what it is. Do you? Why
Well,
is it? Why is 12 the one?
I don't know. It really does drop off though, because like people, obviously there's a few people that know that I'm a size 12 now, and they'll have like, they'll be on these like sneaker Discord groups, and those Discord groups will get like sizes and stock numbers and what
Yeah,
have
how
you.
many's in each
And-
size? Yeah.
And you'll see it, like there'll be like 20 in Europe in size 12. And it'll go from
Wow.
like 4, 5, 600 in size 8s, 9s, 10s, and what have you, and then it'll just drop off dramatically when you get to size 12. It's just a crazy thing. It's just a crazy thing, and it'll be like 20, and I'm not joking. It'll be like 20. It'll be 30. It'll be less than 50.
Yeah, it's nuts, isn't
in
it?
the whole of Europe, and you're like, wow, this is actually
what can you do?
crazy. Like, yeah, there's nothing you can do. You're hoping that people from other countries or other territories are getting pairs, so you can potentially get them on the secondary market. And now is a decent time in that regard, because you can pick up pairs for not too much over retail. But I want to take advantage of things being at retail just like anybody else. So
Yeah, of course.
it's a little bit annoying.
So what did you miss out on, brother? You said there was a couple. What did you miss out on that you wanted?
So I wanted to get, I mean, these now, I mean, I've got them in hand, but I don't have them in my size. So these are the Cortez Light Bones. I've not been able to get these in my size, which I'm okay with.
Nice, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice. These are in leather, and if I'm comparing them to the Gully Greys, I prefer the Gully Greys. But these are good. These are really good. So I wasn't able to.
The
get
New
these
York
in
things,
my
the
size.
black one's happening today, innit? It's happening now, innit?
It's happening. I think it's happening as we speak.
Yeah.
The pony hair, I'm not fully sold on, if I'm being honest.
I think you can drip the pony hair. Look at the swags today. I think you can. I don't know if I can, extra regular, but I think maybe you can do the pony hair. Don't do yourself down.
Yeah, no, we'll see. We'll see if we start drinking that Kool-Aid enough to start believing our own hype and
Did you
because
get that
in the
seeded? I'm
UK.
assuming you got that seeded anyway, didn't you? Because you know everyone. So I'm assuming he's just funneling them to you anyway, did he? Or Clint?
We need Clint to come on the podcast. That's what we
Yeah,
need.
Well, I won't be surprised.
You get me? That's what we
The
need,
next
man.
step.
We need that next steps. Next steps. We need something
I
to
know.
aim for in
I know,
2025.
yeah.
You get me, man? But
Something to like Broski being on time. Something to aim for. something to aim for, innit? Something to aim for.
something to aim for.
Yeah.
You get me? But I wasn't
Got
able
my aims in
also
life.
also wasn't able to get the J Tips Omni 9s. I wasn't able to get those as well.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like at some point I probably could get those. But yeah, I definitely like those. I like
What
those.
are they on resale? I'm not really on Saucony. What are they? Are they expensive?
They're not massively expensive, but they were limited in terms of sizes, so it's hard for me to find my size.
He's killing it, isn't he? He's killing it.
He's doing great. He's doing great guns. Don't really massively like the new one. I think it's called the Matrix that he's done. I don't really like the design of it, but the Omni 9's a fire shoe, so I'm definitely on that. But yeah, those are the couple that come to mind that I wasn't able to get. I wasn't able to get the Patachlorophyls at retail.
You got them in the end, though, didn't you?
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I was able to get them for retail. So that was definitely a vibe. You get me?
I can't believe the prices of them on eBay. I can't believe it. It shows that like we were talking about the game being dead in that way. I mean, that says everything.
Yeah. When it's a particular shoe, it's definitely not gonna always be the case. But yeah, those are the few that come to mind. But you know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do now? I mean, obviously we are and were waiting for Mr. Broski.
Special
what
guest.
We're gonna do? He's gonna jump on when he jumps on.
That's what people do, don't they?
This is it, man. We're just hoping, we're hoping he's okay. We're hoping family's fine. Nothing like an emergency has happened or whatever.
He's sleeping.
So
I know he's sleeping. He's fine.
We're joking
Sleeping
around.
like a baby.
We just hope he's sleeping. We just hope he's sleeping, right? But we're gonna kick on, right? So what we're gonna do first and foremost is it's not an award ceremony, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna give some pairs their flowers, maybe share our thoughts on certain pairs. We've got some categories that we sort of discussed beforehand that we're gonna go through. So we're gonna give some pairs their flowers, maybe talk about some floppages as well.
Yes.
So yeah, let's
and
get
some that I'm giving flowers to that no one else is giving flowers to, which we'll talk about.
The flowers have wilted on some of the pairs that are given.
Wilted's a strong word.
We're definitely gonna give it a go, but do you know what we're gonna do? I mean, it's only apt that we start in this way. So we're gonna say, you know what, let's start with best newcomer. So in 2024, right? And this could be silhouette, this could be designer, this could be brand, this could be whatever. But what was the best newcomer for Sneaker.Ajeossi in 2024?
See, to me, this is where I was struggling because I was newcomer. Can I? Because Asics, New Balance, they're not newcomers, are they? So I'm thinking, what are we thinking about here? Because I was thinking like. Kayano 14s, they're the ones, aren't they? They're the ones that everyone wants. They're the ones that have taken over in that. So I was thinking a newcomer as in a silhouette, but I couldn't really think of a newcomer as in completely new. So, yeah.
No, I get you in terms of silhouette. I think for me, where I went with it was, I think the best newcomer, I've gone two directions, right? I feel like this year, we had an unofficial collaboration on a really, really cool... on two really cool silhouettes. We had the unofficial collaboration with Lorenzo G, the Erkin color that dropped literally about a year ago at this time. He'd not done a collaboration, and this is an unofficial collaboration on a shoe that is fairly iconic on the Air Max 95, the Dusk and the Dawn drop. So I was like, in terms of announcing yourself in an unofficial official way, I think that was good for me. I really, and I don't think he wasn't on any sneaker of the year list that I've seen. I personally have him on my list, so I feel like he definitely deserves some flowers.
He's beyond my pay grade, though. Do you know what I mean? I'm not like this, like you are. It's not like we're not.
He's my guy. I can't lie. It's not biased. I feel like he deserves a spot.
No, he deserves it. He deserves
it. Like. I'm close to it because the guy is, you know what I'm saying, he's a UK boy. He's a very, very humble guy.
Can I say as well, before you carry on, can I say, because I watched the pod and these people, this guy does JLP, Drake, all these people, he comes across so well, doesn't it? It's so easy to be cocky or start feeling yourself. You can't come across a more down-to-earth person than he was on that. So salutes to him. What a geezer he is.
Yeah,
Because
legit.
he comes, for someone who's doing so well for themselves, he comes across so well, doesn't he? And you've got to respect, can you?
And
You've
the
got to
thing is,
respect it.
and I'll be real, I'll take you sort of like behind the scenes a little bit for that sort of for that thing. So, because I didn't really explain it during the pod. Obviously, we just had the interview, but like so the original plan for those that are trying to understand what we're talking about for my 100th episode. So the Kicks Chronicles 100th episode, the original plan wasn't to interview Lorenz OG. That wasn't my original plan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I had been talking to a brand about doing a collaboration on our 100th episode for over 6 months. So we had planned, we patterned, and in the last minute, it just worked out that we couldn't do it, right? And I'd already been speaking to him because I wanted to invite him as a guest for that 100th episode, because we become like pretty cool over the course of the last few years, and it was like, you know what? And I said to him, you know, I just want you to be there because like I vibe what you're doing, and he was like, bro, like it's calm, I'll make sure I'm there. So when it transpired that we couldn't do it, and it was literally a month to go, I reached out to him and I said, bro, like, is there any way? And I'm a believer in God. I think everything that's meant to happen is just going to happen the way that it's meant to happen, right? I reached out to him and he was like, 1,000%. Within 10 minutes of me sending the message, 1,000%, I'm on it.
Geezer,
right? Literally could have, I'm saying, like, I know for a fact.
He's got things to do, hasn't he? He's definitely got things to do, hasn't he?
Things on his list to do, right?
It's a busy
so
man.
I was like, bro, like, within 10 minutes, he's like, boom, 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 like, let's pattern it. We patterned it. Like, obviously, I only showed like just over an hour of the interview. There's another, like, I could have showed another an hour and a half, and I will be, if you keep your eyes peeled. I've got a whole other chunk of that episode to drop, which I will be dropping in the early part of next year. But ultimately, I was with him, and I was in his house for like 4 hours, plus me, my producer Peter. Like, we were there for ages. Hospitality to the millionth degree. Like, he was just a very, very nice guy.
He is, I know. You can tell it's genuine. You can just see it. You can see
this is it. He's just a really nice guy, just a very genuine you. Like, and when you meet people like that, you just really appreciate it. He blessed me with a pair of kicks. He blessed my producer with a pair of kicks. You get me? Not the same pair of kicks. Peter, don't get excited. It wasn't the same pair of kicks, but it was a good, nice pair of kicks as well.
Well, you take what you can get, wouldn't you? From
Lorenz,
people like that. I would take it.
You get me, man? So it was a vibe, man. He was a very cool guy,
I'll take a post-it note. I'll take like a purple and yellow post-it note. I will if I have to.
If he dropped a collab post-it, bro, that would sell out in 10 seconds flat.
Someone in Liverpool would give me $8 for it, wouldn't they? So I'll take it.
But yeah, no, without a shadow of a doubt, definitely a vibe, and he's my guy. And yeah, guys, just keep your eyes peeled. Early 2025.
Yeah, I've seen the story. Today, and I'm interested.
Like, yeah, the first, I'm saying, like, just a couple of weekends in, and something's about to come down. Something's about to drop. Yeah. I'm saying, just have in the back of your mind the 18th. You get me? Have in the back of your mind the 18th of Jan. Something's about to pop off, and your boy will be there, right in the middle. But I also wanted to shout out a different silhouette, something that I've been looking to try and get involved with, New Balance. And the New Balance 1000, I know they brought it back this year. It came back in Gusto. I thought that was a pretty decent silhouette.
Yeah, those pink joints and the green joints, they were nice.
This is it. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but you had the Joe Fresh Good bit. You had the silver ones, which I've got as well, the sort of chrome silvery ones. Those green ones, the pink ones,
like
as well.
That army green, really, they're nice.
There also was a Kith collab as well.
Yeah, Kith collab,
nice. Nice as well. So yeah, the 1000 I thought was really good. So so now that I've said mine, where do you think you're going with it?
I'm with you, but I still think like I can't see past the kind of 14. It's kind of 14.
Do you know what? And I can't get where you're going, because I think in terms of sneaker culture, it definitely elevated in this year.
That meme is from, remember that meme where it's like 10 years ago what we were into, and now they're all into mesh run? We've all seen it, haven't we, if you're a sneakerhead? Yeah. And it's so true, innit? That 100%. Is what they crave now. That's what the young kids want. You can't really say any otherwise, can you? They're taking over. Well, this year, I mean, it'll change again, but for this year, they've done it, haven't they?
That's a definite vibe. Okay. All right, what we're going to do, we're going to move on to the next one. Best retro, right, of 2024. So what you saying? Best retro is in 2024.
See, I was
Yeah.
gonna go patter, but then you very intelligently said to me, "It's not a retro because it isn't, is it? Technically,
Yeah,
people, and he's a
technically, it's
technical
not a
man.
retro.
It's not. It's
It's
not, is
not.
it?
It's not. In my opinion, I mean, everyone's gonna have different opinions. It's not for me a retro because it's different material, right? The sock line is different box. Like there
You're
are a
right.
lot of things that
You
are
are right.
different
He's
on
right.
the
I'm not saying
shoe.
you're wrong. You're right, brother.
Different shoe, pretty much, for want of a better term. So in my opinion, definitely a very important shoe to drop this year, but not a retro, not a re-release.
So,
In my sense, right?
black
So
cement
yeah,
freeze. Black cement freeze.
and I think we're consensus on the black cement threes.
Black cement freeze.
Definitely a very, very important shoe. Nothing else really comes to mind in terms of retros. But
Retros.
yeah.
I can't know. That's the one, innit?
Hold on,
Like you
I've
said,
got a little bit.
the breads aren't, are
No,
they? Because
breads.
it's reimagined. It's not.
The breads are reimagined, so they're definitely not. A few other retros that came out that
Military
probably
Falls?
were. Military Fours are retro. I'm saying definitely not the best retro to come out this year.
Yeah, people. I like them, but people don't love them, do they?
No, I'm not a massive fan of the.
I like the military falls more than
Fours.
the bread reimagined. I know I'm
Really?
weird, but I do. Yeah.
No,
I
I
don't
love
like the
the bread
leather. I like the
reimagined.
originals.
No, I hear you. I like the bread
I
reimagined.
don't love the
think that
leather.
was so necessary for the UK having the leather version. Man.
Yeah,
It's a
no, I
very-
get it.
And
Broski's
yeah,
mate has said they're his sneaker of the year, didn't he? They're
they're very
reimagined
old.
falls are his sneaker of the year. So, shouts to him.
They're not his sneaker of the year because I've got his list and it's not there. It's definitely on his list, but they're not number one.
Hass, not Broski.
Oh, Broski,
Hass.
Yeah. Not Erkin Hassan, Hass, which is his
Hass,
friend.
yeah. He's
which is his
apparently
broski.
they're his sneaker of the year, yeah.
It's not Erkin
He's who
Hassan.
you wanted to get anyway. He's the guest who would have been on time. He's the one you wanted, but you had to get Broski, didn't you?
He's the one that I should have gone to.
Yeah, the better half of the podcast. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the better half of the podcast.
Shout out to that podcast, man.
Shout
but
to
yeah,
Hass.
we've also got the reverse duck camos. We've got the linen Air Force ones. The Fear Pack as well, not pack, but the Fear 4 that came out
Fear
as well.
Falls, yeah.
Yeah, Fear 4s that came out as well. So a few decent retros, but yeah,
They aren't beating the black cements, are they?
BC3 is definitely the best re-release for me. I completely agree. What would you say in your opinion? I know this might be slightly different considering obviously you're in Korea, but what would you say the best rollout was in terms of release? Activations, media campaigns, hype, drop, reception. What
Again,
would you say the best
to me, there's
rollout
no
was?
contest. It's Clint, isn't it?
I think we can say that.
It's Clint all the way. Because, mate, the Palace thing led into it. The Palace thing is genius. The Palace thing is genius to do that and get everyone to talk about that and then say, oh, by the way, Bosch. And then not only Bosch, it's not the shoe you're thinking of, it's a different shoe. He's like 8 steps ahead, and now he's in New York today doing these things,
dropping another one.
To me, he's a genius, bro. He's a low key genius.
He's a marketing genius.
He's a low key genius.
Because I watch wrestling. I grew up watching wrestling, and he's what I'd refer to as an old school heel. He's the type.
He loves it.
He talks you into the building.
I love it as well.
I love that. He talks you into the building. Like he can create a story literally out of nothing. Yeah. So that whole thing with Palace was him literally using anything and everything to his within his arsenal to create
just building an angle, smoldering the fire. Exist. That's all he was doing.
It didn't exist. There was nothing there, and there still isn't anything.
No.
He just created something, and the fact that Palace don't talk, right, just made it even better because it seems like you're picking on someone. Right?
Yeah,
so people are going to come out and back Palace.
Some people got knocked, didn't they? Some people got knocked off with him.
People are going to
care about that.
People are going to come out. This is it, right? People are going to come out and back Palace, and Palace probably don't
so you did the same thing. You were copying. That's what everyone was saying. But he doesn't care about that. You're talking about Cortez, aren't you? That's all he wants.
Right. So, I like the drop in what ended up doing on the website in London. I like the drop in Manchester, and obviously what he's going to do in New York is probably going to be crazy. Like if last year was anything to go by. So yeah, definitely give him. Once again, I am going to shout out Lorenz because I was there and he had London.
Oh, it was mad.
He just looked crazy. So
Yeah,
shout
I was
out
jealous
to the
of.
Reds.
Yeah, it was.
I
That
would
it looked crazy.
I would definitely say that he did his thing, and I
He did.
will give an honourable shout to Nigel Sylvester for coming to
Yes.
Brixton,
Yep.
and having the whole of Brixton
Yep.
on bikes.
Yeah.
You get me, like, as well for the 4RM. So yeah, definitely a fire shoe, big shoe.
Posh.
Yeah, shoe of the year list. I'm saying definitely top 10 in terms of that regard. Very, very cool shoe.
And the box is really nice. Like the whole rollout was nice, wasn't it?
He did a lot, and I feel like he did really
it
well.
won't bow in your face like Clint, but it was smooth. It was nice. He did it well.
It was slick. He did very well.
He went the extra mile, which a lot of people don't. He did, didn't he? So you've got to give it to him.
He really put a lot of effort into it, and I think I've said this on podcast before. Where you've got a collaborator, okay, let's put it like this. Jordan kind of gave him a little bit of a difficult job in giving him a 4RM. So this is a low 4. This is a silhouette
go with
that
this,
everyone.
Then. People aren't gonna like it. Go with this.
So the 4 is a shoe that everyone loves, and you could have easily just given him a 4, and people would have bought that, right? You give him a 4RM, so you give him a cut off 4, right? It's a new silhouette. It's completely new. It's literally gonna be, in terms of marketing, gonna win or lose based on the design, but also the story that we tell.
The rollout, you're right.
And
totally
the rollout,
right.
And he smashed it on every single
correct
side. Right, he could have easily flopped. He could have easily gone by the wayside.
Someone weaker, or someone without as good a rollout, or someone who didn't have the nous that he has and knows what people want and what they're looking for. They might have flopped it completely, might they?
But he
didn't, did he?
And he absolutely smashed it. He absolutely smashed it. So I'll give him 100% credit in that regard. Other people have been given better silhouettes and done way less.
You're right.
You get me?
Right.
Like, so yeah, I'll give him 100% credit on that. That was a fantastic drop. Let's jump over to best collaborator or when I say collaborator, brands that collaborate, right? What brand had the hardest features in 2023 in your opinion, Sneaker.Ajeossi?
I can't really see past Clinton again, to be honest. I can't see past Clinton again. But I will say the hype for these, in a year where there wasn't really hype, there was hype. So you've got to give it that. Patter can always bring it back, and the Air Max heads, these aficionados, they know what to do to get their juices flowing. And this worked. It did work. Because I ain't seen many over this year where people have been ringing and saying, how have you got that? When are you going to do this? When that jumbling, that moving around wasn't really happening, but it definitely happened on this day. So I will give it to Patter. They do time and time again. They get people moving. They get it pushing.
I think you're absolutely right. I think Patter in general are an amazing collaborator. Some of the stuff that I'm seeing for 25, the potential Air Max 90 as well, like, I feel like they're just an amazing collaborator. They really put a lot of effort into their shoes. One collaborator that I think probably isn't going to get a huge amount of credit on most people's like Sneaker of the Year list and these kind of discussions, I'm going to give a little bit of credit. I'm going to give my nod to Grace Wells Bonner at Adidas. I think she's done immaculate work.
Super.
She's done immaculate work. She done really, really good. She really knows how to elevate.
They're just so
shoes.
looks out there. I'm not really an Adidas man, but when you look at those superstars, the blue ones with that paneling,
the superstars,
like that's
the gazelles,
it's different. The way she does it is different, isn't it?
She's and like the material she uses, it's all upper echelon stuff. Like, it's really cool. Like, and if I really wanted a really grown up pair of kicks, I'm not looking far beyond Wells Bonner.
If you're stepping out and you want to be grown man or grown woman, you just take those are very
good. Those are very good, and I'm definitely gonna dip in the very near future, because I think she definitely deserves some credit for what she's done.
I agree.
At Adidas. So I wanted to give her some flowers.
I agree. Kids of immigrants.
Kids of immigrants. Do you know what? Once again, for me, Kids of Immigrants have smashed it in terms of that. Sunder, that's an amazing shoe. Dropped at Complex Con, obviously. Very, very cool shoe. Very cool Sunder.
I think they're more like it's like the hipsters sneaker. The people who the people who want to be down. That's going to be their shoe of the year, isn't it? And I'm not saying it's a great shoe. I'm not saying that, but yeah. The cool kid sneaker of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely. There was a small, like, a fleeting thought that is it a shoe of the year in my regard, right?
Yeah.
For me, it's not. because of how much I'm not necessarily, I don't know that much about the brand. I don't know that much about those guys to really have bought into it. It kind of was a flash in terms of, okay, this seems to be the sneaker on everyone's lips.
Getting the
Complex
buzz.
Con. So definitely they had the buzz. And I think looking at the shoe now, I think the shoe's a fire shoe. I just don't know enough about the shoe for me to elevate it in my mind. But I'm sure as years go,
the little things I've heard from the storytelling, they are on point, aren't they? It's not like
I've heard
they're not throwing these out willy-nilly. They're thinking about what they're doing.
I heard it's a very, very good shoe, and it looks good, which is probably like the most important thing.
We haven't got them yet, have we? It's only America, yeah? They've only America.
No, they haven't dropped officially in the UK.
Yeah.
It just was. I think it was literally just at ComplexCon.
Just ComplexCon, right?
Yeah, I think it was just at ComplexCon. So it was like a ComplexCon exclusive for the time being. But I think it probably will be available at some point, considering how much people like the Sunder. Although a lot of Sunder's sitting, try and say that 5 times really quickly. Sunder's sitting.
You're right though. They're right though. They're outlet bound out. Some of these they tried, didn't they?
I'm saying we should calm down a little bit, because it's almost like when Nike find out that people really like a silhouette, they just hit them to death, man.
They just like
all over with it. So yeah, definitely.
And they're going to end up like the Dunks, aren't they? Because the Dunks had that time, and look at the Dunks now. It's like you're right. You say they rinsed them to the point where it just becomes a meme, innit?
Yeah, rinse them, man. So the next thing on the agenda is
more collabs before you, because you're the brains, innit? I don't know. Kids of Immigrants, brilliant. Cortez, Pata, Nigel Sylvester.
Nigel Sylvester was good.
Your man J Tips, maybe again.
J Tips, great collaborator. I think like what he's doing at Saucony is a vibe. He's doing some great stuff. I think Saucony have got their eyes on a few decent collaborators.
And now he's like main tabling now, isn't he? You know, before he was just sort of now he's sort of getting in that when they talk about Joe Freshgoods, when they talk about Kith, when they talk about running, he's getting on that main table now as well, isn't he?
Because last year, I mean, we're going to talk about the complex sneaker of the year list, but last year he was sort of brought in last minute because of how dope the shoe was, but also because the streets just loved the shoe. Right?
It.
Whereas this year they knew like the Omni 9 needed to be part of the list, and I think it was well deserved.
No, he's in there.
So definitely, like you said, more main table. The next thing we were going to look at was best cop. So this was like your best personal cop of 2024. So what would you say your best personal cop of 2024 was? He's got the Futura Dunks in hand, hasn't he? He's only gonna got the Futura Dunks. Big shoe. I mean,
if you got that, you want that, don't you?
It's a big.
You know, as a sneakerhead, if you can have that in your life, you're happy, innit? I know I am. I don't know when I'm gonna wear them. I don't know how I'm gonna wear them. Being extra basic, but that's the challenge. Life is about challenges. We're now an hour and 45 minutes in, and someone still isn't here. Life is about challenges.
Sometimes just waking up is a challenge.
I will find a way to overcome and wear these. So I'm going them. Yes, it was close, bro. It was them. It was these three.
Yeah.
But so these edge it out because it's just...
He's got the Futuras in hand. He's got he had the Wu-Tangs and the Patters as well.
Apologies.
Yeah. But definitely 3 very, very cool personal cops.
So I would go... These are just mad, aren't they? Like,
it's very cool.
I mean, maybe a bit too mad for someone my age, but I don't know. You just can't deny them, can you? These pop off. They're just different.
No, I'm a big fan of the Futura Dunks. I'm a big fan of Futura. I like what they've been able to sort of establish with Nike over the years, man, in terms of the Dunks. And that particular silhouette, it's a fire shoe as well. But can't really argue too much with that. I think for me, best personal cop, I would probably say the shoe that I was looking for.
What are you looking at now in a cop, though? Is it that in a cop there?
No,
we'll talk more about that later.
I mean, we'll talk more about that later. We can talk about those later, but personal cops, as in a shoe that
because I don't get gifted anything, people, so I can't talk like that. But some people get stuff gifted, so they can talk in those manners, but I can't. Everything I get is a cop.
I will agree with you, because you did have them up as well. The Pata Chlorophyll. It wasn't a shoe that I was able to cop when they first came out, and they had a re-release. I wasn't able to get that, but friends of a friend were able to help me get a pair. So shout out to those guys.
Obviously.
And yeah, we
Resell
got them.
shorty around here, but yeah, obviously, yeah, my friend with people in higher places, he just gets things people. That's fine. We all know where we are in life.
We was able to get a pair, and I needed those because I'm a massive fan of Power, massive fan of Chlorophyll is my number one Air Max one of all time. So I just needed to tick that box. You get me? Like, I'm not gonna get an original.
Brother, did you get in on what happened on the day? Because I got early access. In it because I bought a T-shirt 6 years ago. I got early access, but
did not.
What happened then?
Nah,
because it was mad. I told you that gave me the buzz. I didn't get the buzz a lot this year, but the fact people were DMing me, I was in Broski's podcast. He was putting out DMs in there. It was going mad. So that gave me the buzz a bit.
So I caught the vision too late. I assumed he just Broski just messaged me.
Yes, right. Anyway, forget him. No, we're talking now. He can wait, can't he?
He said,
let him wait.
listen to this.
Let him wait 15 minutes, think about what he's done, and then let him in the building.
Listen to this. He said the invite said 12. He said the invite said 12. I don't know what invite I sent him, but I literally just sent him the what's his name, the link to get into the studio. I didn't even send him an invite, so I don't know what invite he's referring.
You put the time on the DM when you DM us. You said
the time was in the DM. So these excuses, Broski.
I mean, it's poor, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's starting to feel like Wenger. He's feeling a bit like Wenger with his excuses, which makes sense because they're linked out there. They're linked together.
You get me?
He didn't see it. He didn't see the incident.
He didn't see it.
He didn't see the incident. Like arson. All right.
I didn't
all these arsenals, all the same.
I didn't see it. I can't remember what we were talking about. But basically,
Pater, tell me,
So I didn't get early access. Didn't get any. I basically got the vision a little bit late in terms of like putting feelers out. Because what I should have been doing is like a month before, just blasting my story and my timeline with Pater stuff, because I literally have said it on multiple podcasts that the Pater Chlorophyll is my number one. Right? I had a
but the normal drop, brother. Were you on time for the normal drop?
I tried to go for it. No, I was there. I was there.
Oh, you were there.
So what happened was, for the normal drop, my size sold out within seconds. So I was able to get it for my missus. Right, so I got a pair for her. Right, I wasn't able to get my pair on the original drop on the Pater website. Right, then it re-released on sneakers. Right, and I thought, okay, this is my chance. Wasn't able to get it.
Yeah, because didn't they drop like 6 of them? I don't know what really a drop was there. They were like, your eyes say everything. Wasn't a drop, was it?
What's transpired since, like Ajeossi is saying, is that there was literally like 15 pairs in the whole of the EU. So it was like, what was the point of that? It was just like
the Columbia 11s come out today, don't they?
Yeah.
They will sell out on sneakers today. Watch them sell out on sneakers. Yeah, all right, of course they will. Yeah, they'll sell out today. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, man. A lot of lies and innuendos.
Shenanigans happen on the sneakers out.
That is the word. Shenanigans, bro.
Yeah, we're on to you. We're on to you. Man. I know you don't like me. I know I was slagging you off, but I'm telling the truth. There's a lot of shenanigans and horseplay that goes on your app, and we're all onto it. You think we are, but we are.
Come on, lad.
Okay.
You know what the deal is, man. So, yeah, I wasn't able to get it then. I wasn't able to get that. Even ran a competition, shout out to Soul Supplier, where I had to give a pair away.
See, again, Soul Supplier competitions. Well, this guy just... sorry, did you? Oh, sorry, yeah. It's me on eBay. Yeah, I'll pay £500, it's fine, yeah. With you Soul Supplier and George and Lorenz and God knows who else. Yeah.
So basically, wasn't able to get it. Ended up having to give a pair away, but ultimately I was able to get a pair. Shout out to the people; they know who they are. I was able to get a pair. It really helped me out when they didn't have to, and managed to get a pair. It's actually a size 11. It's the biggest size I could get. So it's not actually a size 12. It's actually a size 11, but. You take what you could get, because I've got size 11s in an Air Max, so I know I could rock a size 11.
Yeah,
it's an absolute killer. So yeah,
they are
definitely.
Nice,
they're super clean.
It's sensational. Isn't
it? Super clean shoes.
So nice.
Great materials. Like it's just like, and I'm like, I didn't get it in time for me to rock it this summer. I'm just gonna keep it on nice until next summer.
Yeah,
Or the next time I go on
You
holiday.
can't wear that unless it's proper pristine. You're gonna dead 'em.
I want to keep that shoe really, really nice. I should have it on display, but I need to sort my display and stuff out. So it is what it is. Very, very important shoe to me, right? So I've got it from Broski. He's like, give me 5 minutes. I'm so sorry. He's giving all the apologies. When he
I want
comes
to see
on,
the hat. I just want to see the hat because I don't think
we're
he can
gonna
beat
see.
your hat. I don't think he can beat the swags today. He's banging trouble. I mean, he's banging trouble already because he's late, so I'm going to serve him. But he can't beat you on the hat game either. Good luck.
He's not going to do it. We'll see what happens. I'm sure he always smashes it on that. I've never seen his front line, bro. I've never seen his front line. You're doing well, mate. You're doing very well.
Me? Yeah, but it's it's not it's going slowly. Do you know what I mean?
You've done very well, man.
It's going slowly.
Yeah, I'm trying to normalize just having my actual like bald head out, but I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do it.
The thing is, though, you can all cover it with a beard. As we've said, I'm like a 12-year-old girl. I can't grow a beard. So I'm going to just look like, I don't know, like a Q-tip or something. So it has to stay. Do you know what I mean? It has to. I'm clinging on to it because I can't go down here.
We need to will it to stay now.
Because if you go down here, then no one notices this, do they? But if this goes and you've got nothing here, then it's not great.
Mate, if I lost my beard, like, picture a Malteser if you're listening to this. And that's where
no, it's that nut thing. You sent me the nut.
Mate, what's his name? The Walnut. Shout out to...
The Walnut.
Shout out to Sneakerhead for the biggest burn in 2024.
Oh, that was good,
hilarious.
That was good.
No one's got me like that in probably the last 5-10 years. So yeah,
hat game's strong though. Even cool. He was admitting with the walnut, your hat game's strong, isn't it?
Yeah, like I never got that. But yeah, he smashed it with that.
If you don't want, you have to show them now. Show them on, I don't know, on Instagram or something because it is brilliant.
Yeah. I will. I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see. Right, definitely a madness, and yeah, it took my breath away. How funny!
I don't laugh over nothing. As you know, I like my funnies. I'm not laughing over nothing. That was superb.
That was crazy. I had to post about it. But it was mad.
That's good. That one was good.
It was crazy. It was crazy. Do you know what should we do? Should we
whatever big hitters you've got, just wait for him because the big hitter's coming in.
Right. No, yeah. I mean, I get what you mean, but do you think I don't think we should go back over what we've gone over.
No, I'm not going back for him. You mad?
Or do you think we should do like a whistle stop thing with him? Like we should just
okay, you can have
fire.
You can have 15 seconds then.
Yeah,
you can have 15 seconds.
We can rapid fire on some of these and get his thoughts on some of these.
All right, but I'm not doing more than that. Do you think I'm sitting here listening, letting him catch up on an hour and 50 minutes? No way.
Unbelievable settings.
No.
Unbelievable settings.
No, why should we? You missed it, didn't you? You missed out.
He missed out.
It's been in depth as well. It's been such a good. I ain't really time to mess around because it's just been a proper discussion on sneakers, hasn't it?
No, we've definitely doing him job. We've been trying to hold him down. Sure. All right, let's do one more while he's still getting ready.
While we wait, go on. Get the best one out of the way. He doesn't deserve it. Choose the best one now because he should miss out.
He's obviously doing his makeup. So let's do the next one we've got up is sneaker you looked forward to the most in 2024. So a lot of these are going to be very similar in answer because
this is a problem because I wanted the Futuras, I wanted the Wu-Tangs. Do you know what I did want, which I will go, and it's one that I missed out on because that was something I said about one that you missed out on. So you can answer that as well.
Yeah.
The Unearthed 95s. I look forward to them for a while.
95s, definitely.
They didn't come out here. They didn't drop in Korea.
They didn't drop in Korea. The Unearthed 95s
I could get them because they're not that far of a resale. But you know when you're just like, some things you have to let go, don't you? I'm trying my older age to let go of this thing.
Yeah, I think obviously having the mentality that you don't necessarily have to absolutely have everything.
Need everything, do you?
You don't need everything.
I'm talking to myself here because it's me who can't understand it, but you don't need everything. Just let it go. And a new one comes along the next day anyway. Just let it go, man. And I did. This time I was good. I had it in cart in UK sneakers because that's just what I'm just a degenerate. But I didn't get them, and I like them. Broski loves them. I think Broski's one of They're on Broski's top 10, though.
We're going to talk about that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know he loves them.
They are talking of Broski. Talking of Broski.
Here he is.
Talking of Broski.
Here he is.
Talking of Broski.
I am so sorry, man.
Finally.
I'm so sorry.
The
you know
Rock
what's
has
messed up?
come back to PROZECH's podcast. Finally.
Absolute legend. First and foremost, thank you for blessing us with your presence.
Thank you.
I really
You're such a big
appreciate
star,
it, bro.
so thanks for giving us the time. I mean, we've only
Second
been here
biggest
6 hours,
YouTuber.
so I appreciate
Second biggest
you, brother.
YouTuber in the UK.
Yeah.
I'm
The
saying, like,
latest
he's
YouTuber
done
in,
man.
the UK as
Ajeossi,
well.
can you believe he's come? Can you believe
I'm
he's
surprised.
here?
I'm surprised. I mean, I knew he
cannot
was
believe
it. Even
I
I'm shocked
cannot
at this.
believe it. This is
The
Karim
behaviour.
Benzema himself in the.
It's unacceptable, this. This is, yeah, you should hide as well. It's unacceptable, this.
Unbelievable settings, bro.
To be
I
fair,
don't know
though,
what
to be fair,
happened.
no, Prozac, to be fair, he looks exhausted, so I will let him off because he looks
You can see the
exhausted.
eyes.
He looks
You can see the eyes.
terrible. He looks
looks
terrible.
like he's gonna die, so I can't give him that much stick. He looks like
do
he's
you know
been
what?
on it all night, so I respect it. Fair play.
I've been changing nappies all night and everything, man.
That's
Do you know
it,
what
bro.
happened?
Insane,
For
innit?
some reason, my email said 12 o'clock. So in my head, it was like 12. Then when I saw the missed calls,
What
I was
email,
like,
bro? What email?
I think it was like a reminder or something. So I was like, okay, it says 12. That's not too early. I can go back to sleep. Because I woke up at 8 as well. That's the worst thing about it. And then little one had,
bro.
whatever was going on. And I looked at the missed calls. I was like, wait, is he cancelling? And then I saw the IG messages. I was like, no way. Bro, I've been looking forward to this for like weeks at this point. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I told you, see, he's lovely, innit? You can't say that much,
See,
can
this
you?
is it, man. This is what
And he's got a little
you let him
monkey,
in.
you say
We've
you
been-
can't have a go him that much.
Boys,
It's
I'm
annoying
so
because I
sorry,
really
man.
want to have a
Honestly.
go at him right now, but
Oh, yeah,
it's
I
not
can't hear
really
anything. Like,
his
just
fault,
happened.
is it?
You can see the bags under my eyes. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
what I mean. It's valid, innit? It's annoying in a way.
It's so annoying.
I'm so sorry, man. So sorry.
He's that guy, bro. He's that guy. We've been
He's
gunning him
he's just
for
genuine,
almost
innit?
2 hours.
And he has
at this
been looking
point.
after his
And
child.
now, do you know what? It's all been forgiven. It's all been forgotten. It's all gone now.
I'll make it
yeah,
up to you guys. Honestly, I'll make it up. Don't worry. I'll make it up.
Come on, mate. Don't worry about it. What we're gonna do though, right? Because we've literally because this was one of your this is one of your bits, like. But what we're gonna do, right? Just so that, because it's not often you're gonna get one of the biggest podcasters,
Royalty,
one of the
Royalty.
biggest YouTubers in the UK on your podcast.
Royalty.
Man. So sometimes you have to make a little bit of an allowance. What I want to do, yeah, right, just so that people don't lose out, yeah. I want to quickly go through, right, the I'm saying some of the categories, yeah, right. Not too much explanation, Erkin, yeah, because I'm saying like, bro,
Cool.
not too much explanation.
Yeah.
This is like
money.
Adidas on night. This is what's the section called
This
on
is
there?
this is
Prozac,
quick fire,
it,
yeah.
innit?
This is almost quick fire levels we're going with this,
Quick
right?
fire.
Right, and then we'll
Don't worry.
synchronize and then we can go as normal. Right, so best newcomer.
My best newcomer. Do you know what? I'd have to give it to Nigel
Right.
Sylvester.
That's good. We'll go with that. That's very, very cool.
Yeah.
4RM's very, very cool shoe. And it literally is a new silhouette, so we get it, right? And that is a great shout, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. It's a very, very good shout. Best retro, best re-release of 2024.
Do you know, I was torn, but I'm leaning more towards the Bread Reimagined just because it is a retro, but it is a proper
See,
reimagined.
Broski, Erkin, the stickler over here, there's a stickler next to me, and he's not going to. Well, you tell him why, because
Well,
I've already had this. I've already had these shoes.
Personally, I don't count that as a re-release, bro.
It's not retro according to me, man.
Because it's different material, it's a different story, and it's reimagined.
hear
Erkin, I
it.
tried to get the patters in. He wouldn't even have them because it's got a different tongue. I couldn't have the patters.
So
It's
it
a
has to
different
be
shoe.
1-for-1 retro.
One for one in the sense of obviously like there may be like silhouette changes. They may have taken different choices in terms of shape and stuff like that. But I'm talking specifics, as in like that shoe, the pattern isn't exactly the same as the other one. Like the original.
Not for everyone else. For everyone else, that's fine. It's
That's
a retro,
fine.
but for
it
Mr.
isn't
Pernickety over here,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not a retro. Apparently,
It's not the same. It's not the
So,
same shoe. It's not the
take
same
that as
shoe.
you will.
So we can't. Personally, I'm not having that. But
No, he's
right,
not having it. No, he's not having it. He's not having it.
Yeah,
I'm
there
not
are-
saying
There
let
are
him
other
out.
choices. There are other choices available. So
Yeah,
what else?
yeah, I'm with
like,
you.
so what
Yeah,
else
alright.
you going with? What else you going with, Erkin?
I'm gonna have to go black cement freeze then.
See,
I
this
think
guy, he
that's
knows his business
No
though. doesn't he,
brainer.
this
He knows
guy.
his bones. He knows his bones. He knows his biscuits.
Even on 40 minutes sleep, he still knows his business though, doesn't he? He does.
35 minutes, if that.
What would you say the best rollout, best release, as in hype, media campaign, drop, reception, all of that? What would you say that was this year?
It's still going, but the Cortez Huarache release, because
that.
the Gully
And
Greys,
Yeah.
super clean. The white ones, Money Maze, and the black ones in actually New York at the minute, time of recording. So pretty cool, man.
Right now,
Very,
isn't it?
very cool. Right now happening as we speak. You get me? Best collaborator of 2024.
I'm going to have to go, if I have to narrow it down, Amamanier, because the whole pack.
That's a great
I know
shout.
there are a couple misses, but, 95s, the freeze.
We will definitely get into that. We will definitely get into that because Amamanier featured heavily on your list, featured somewhat on yours, and I'm not going to say what it did on mine. So, yeah, we'll get into that.
We can get into it though, because in my mind, I know one of them's on my list, but in my eyes, as a counteract, I think it flopped. I think Amania flopped. You asked for flops
Didn't-
the year,
Yeah.
and I think maybe they
Do you know
flopped.
what? And do you know what? And that's actually a great shout. And that's what we're going to
think
get
so.
into flop of the year because that's a question we hadn't
But
answered.
I can see why I can see why Erkin said they wouldn't. I can see why you'd have an argument. But in my mind, maybe they flop,
Yeah, no, that's a great shout. Before we get into that, best cop of the year, best personal cop of the year for yourself, Broski.
It's got to be. It's joint too, but Jordan 1 Low Mocha, I'm going to put there because
Fairs.
I did. Obviously, Jordan 1 Low never
GR
liked
King,
it as a
bro.
shoe.
We love
but
it.
He loves it.
Yeah, just been banging that colorway. It's an amazing
It's a
colorway.
good shoe. It's a good shoe.
Yeah.
You said there was two.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the 95 Unearthed, but because that's in my top
Told you,
10.
see, you saw me mouth in it. I knew he was going to go with that.
We know.
Amazing.
Alright, so next one up, I think that might be the shoe we look forward to the most. I think this was one of yours that you sent in.
Oh, yeah.
Erkin, the shoe
it
we
was
look forward to the most.
The free Amamanier, just because we've seen snippets and the white one came out ages ago and that was super hype. So yeah, the free
That was
rolled
super
around
hype.
the black one, and yeah, man, amazing shoe.
Fairs. Okay, so now we are synchronized. We are all on the same. So
We're
the next
always
one,
synchronized.
the next one
Even when
up,
we aren't.
the next one
2 hours
up,
later.
the next one up is the biggest flop, right? As in the one shoe that let you down the most in 2024, and like. I will echo, and I don't know whether Sneaker.Ajeossi, I don't know whether you're gonna say this officially, but I will say, for me, it was While You Were Sleeping. It was the Amamanier While You Were Sleeping pack collection. What it didn't do it for me. I don't know whether I would say it's a flop. I don't know whether I'd go as far as to say, because I think some people really like certain shoes. The 95s, a lot of people liked. I heard that the 4 is terrible in terms of wear. I think it's a very, very hard shoe to wear, but I heard that 3 is not so bad. Well, that might be the other way around. But all in all, I wasn't fully bought in to the vision for me personally.
Interesting.
And I will give a little bit of a shout out to another shoe. I wouldn't say it was a flop, but I'd say it started off quite fiery and then ended up sort of petering out to nothing. The Nike DNs, bro, where are they now? I remember a period during this year where you couldn't turn for seeing a Nike DN dropping.
No,
And
there's
now-
600 of them out now. It must be popular. There's 600 of them. How can it not be popular? There's a million of them. It must be great.
So definitely, that's definitely flop. Oh, and a little shout out to Jerry Lorenzo and the whole
That was
Fear of
mad.
God
That
thing.
was
Yeah, that was wild. That's going wrong as well. That's going wrong.
boys.
as well. But yeah,
He said it flopped. The
yeah,
guy
he
who made
acknowledged
it
it.
said
Yeah,
it flopped.
yeah, he has to acknowledge it. It's definitely been a flop.
Done in it, like
Yeah. So what are you saying, Ajeossi, before Erkin gets?
I was going to go Jerry. I was definitely going to go Jerry because he said it himself.
Yeah, I hear
And
that.
then what else was I thinking? Definitely Jerry. Same as you, these. I love them. I love them. I think they're great. But they flopped, innit? There's so many people saying... Me and Erkin have been speaking before, though. I think a lot of people just decided that they bricked and that was it. And they just... The agenda is that this flopped. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's because it's a great shoe. It's not like it isn't, but... in the sneaker sphere, it flopped, didn't it? People are happy with it. They said it's rubbish. They said
I just
whatever.
didn't feel a massive connection to the overall story. I
like it. I'm not saying I like. I've got it, but I think it flopped. What else flopped? This is gonna hurt my broski as well. They flopped, didn't they?
Oh,
They flopped.
Yeah,
They
I
just
agree.
flopped so badly, though, didn't they?
Yeah.
I don't want them to. It looks great in it, and the shoe's great. What it means is great, but people time's moved on, hasn't it? Time has moved on.
That didn't do what I thought it was going to do.
And it just.
Do you know what? If I'm being honest, though,
you bring out 3 colours, you bring out 8 colours. It don't matter. No one's interested.
I didn't think the blocking was good on the shoe, bro. I'll be honest, man.
I get it.
I didn't vibe with the actual
I would go with them
shoe
for
itself. Fair enough.
But then, to me, controversial. I think they flopped.
Ooh.
I think they flopped.
Bro, they did flop.
I think they flopped. I think they did, like, for what they wanted him to do and how big a shoe it is, it flopped, didn't it? If it's a grail, people should be selling the grandma for it, and they're not, are they? It didn't happen, did it?
They took the magic away, didn't they?
They fully took the magic away, bro.
Terror Squad flop, didn't it? I know I just keep saying flop all the time, but I don't know, a lot did, didn't they? Because people have changed. Kids they're into different things. Like, they want Cayano 14s. It's not, I don't know, it's changed. A lot of it flopped. Whereas, like you said, though, Prozac, this didn't flop, and it should have flopped.
Could have flopped.
Because it's something, if the wrong person was advertising it, marketing it, it would have flopped. Because people said, what are these? But because, if Amamaniere had done these, I think maybe we'd have had an issue. Because people are tired of Amamaniere, and they said, no, it's dead, this. But because Nigel Sylvester did it right, and people are behind him, and they believe in him, and he's cool to younger kids and that, it worked, didn't it?
He did
it
right,
should have flopped, but it didn't.
Yeah, no, and you have to give a massive amount of credit to Nigel Sylvester for what he did on that shoe. But we've got to give Erkin a little bit of space. Talk to me. What do you think was the flop of the year, bro?
Let the main man talk.
I had the DN as well, especially because they could have done so much with that shoe. They started off with the Supreme drop, and then it was promising, Then all the colorways coming out on Air Max Day. And then that was it. All the colorways looked the same. They tried the Safari or Electric Pack, whatever it was. And it was just gimmicky. I know they've got the DN8 coming out very soon. That looks like it's going to be the same noise. But it's just, for me as an Air Max head.
His face looks depressed on for him.
Yeah. As an Air Max head, you expect more, man, because you're always leaning more towards retros because of lackluster innovation like this.
Literally.
So that's it, man. I think DN stands out the most to me. I hear what you guys are saying on the Amamanières. Just quickly touching on it, there was about 3 out of that pack that I would wear. The 95s, 100%, obviously. The 3s, the 4s, but that was it. I mean, the Air Force Ones, Scopes will kill me.
The 4s are my favourites, I love the 4s.
They're not, they're nice. It's just,
but I really like them.
That's the problem.
Looks.
That's the problem. If you're not in the UK, you can get away with wearing them and everything else. Yeah. But no, you guys spot on though. They could have done so much more with that pack. So,
I think so.
So it's annoying. It's annoying because it was promised.
Just quickly, because we were talking about Amamaniere, have you seen the photos of the Amamaniere Converse?
No, with the swoosh.
With the swoosh. What are our thoughts on that? Because I like that. Right, but my missus saw it and she said that's one of the worst Converses she's ever seen in life. Basic, just stuck a swoosh on it. So I don't know whether I'm drinking the Kool-Aid,
I can't pull them off, but I think you can pull them off. Yeah, that game's strong, innit? I think you can pull them off. Yeah.
Well, what are you saying on that?
You're fit now with them. I think you can pull them off. Yeah, but not me. No.
Nah.
Apart from me, though, right?
It's the straight face, bro. It's the straight face.
And
he's not even joking.
But not today, he can't, because he just looks like he's rolled out his sleeping bag. But on a normal day, I think he can also pull them off. But
oh my days!
Nah, leave them alone though. I think just do something new. But it's just you're mixing them, man. Do you know what I mean?
My missus was like, "Nah, that is basic as basic."
That's a PROZECH shoe in my mind.
And do you know the other thing that she was saying? It was like it's a gimme, man. It's a grab, man. You can stick a shoe. You can stick a Nike tick. Put a Nike tick on basically any shoe that's never had a Nike tick, and that's gonna go, bro, because it's never been done.
But don't you think maybe your wife's onto something? And I think maybe a lot of people would say the whole pack was a gimmick. because they basically just keep doing what they've done before. I know it's all elevated materials, and we all love it. I love the 4s, I like the 3s, same as Erkin, but people will say, you're just doing the same thing. You can package it and make it look all looks as you want, but people maybe see through it and think, you're just doing the same thing. And but he likes a pound note, doesn't he? So sort of makes sense, doesn't it? Because he does like a pound note.
Was he acquitted in the end, or did that just peter into nothing? I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, we'll move on. We'll leave that one there. We'll leave that one
Allegedly.
No, why he loves a pound note? All I'm saying is he likes money.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
This is
likes
it.
money. Who doesn't like money?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like money?
He doesn't, right?
From any part of the world. Who doesn't like money?
This is it. And there's a lot of it over on that side, to be fair. So,
I don't know what you mean. I'm just saying the world in general.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Right.
Allegedly.
So the next one up here is pretty big. It's brand of the year in terms of overall brand contribution. Right. So that is it's a pretty big one, right? It's a pretty big one. I can't see past
Difficult.
Yeah, I can't see past a certain name or whatever. So I'm gonna leave this one a little bit. Sneaker.Ajeossi, what are you saying with brand of the year?
See, it's hard, isn't it? Because it's certainly not Nike, is it? So
Well, this is the question, bro. Because I'm like, I find it hard to not give it to Nike, even though I don't want to. Because I really would.
Massive, but in general terms, it isn't, is it? Because they've had a terrible year in general terms, and I know it's like saying, it's like Man City. Yeah, they're always going to win. Apart from this year, they're always going to win.
Yeah.
But like,
they're worse than last year. Yeah.
They haven't had a great year, have they? They've lost the CEO, and they've been doing the same. All the stuff they've tried hasn't worked. They're now bringing back all the big shoes just to try and get people interested. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one, man.
I saw
had a good year.
Asics. I don't have any pair of Asics. I've got no dog in this fight. But I saw the money they've made is triple in it this year that they've ever made before or something because of the popularity of the Kayanos and all the kids like them. Yeah. If you're looking on that way, they're doubling, tripling what they've made. I mean, doesn't that make them the brand of the year?
Do you know what? And I give them a lot of respect, man. What they were able to do with Kith as well and the Marvel collab, I think was a massive collab. You have to put a lot of respect on that.
I'm not into that, but again, I was watching some the other day, and they're right. It's genius because they didn't make it obvious. They used the colours, but they didn't. They were very subtle about it. They did that brilliantly, didn't they? Not for me. It's not something I would get into. I don't really like cartoons and all that, but I can see why people would love it.
Yeah, no, I definitely. We can give Kith. Sorry, no, we can give A6 a lot of respect in that regard. I was probably going to say Nike just from default, but I'd rather not, to be honest. So, what you say?
Well, I've got to say Nike as well. Nike, because it's like retros alone, they've got us by the heartstrings. Do you know what I mean? Nostalgia.
Bro, I was going to say something else, but you're good, man. PG, man.
Keeping it PG.
They're juiced up, aren't they? So they're fighting all these other kids, and they're juiced up to the gills. Can we say that they're the brand of the year just because they have so much more than everyone else?
The thing is, it's almost like they're on a different league. They're in a different plane.
Is Pep Guardiola the manager of the year then?
This is it, man. But when you do it,
if they win the league now,
when you do it six times, it's hard to not give people that level of respect. But I get you, bro.
That's it.
I get it, man. I get it. And to be fair, I mean, they weren't my brand of the year last year, but I felt this year it was hard. Like I don't think Adidas had an amazing year. In terms of what they've dropped, I think they've dropped a couple of really cool things. I shouted out Grace Wells Bonner last.
Wells Bonner,
a little bit earlier, and some of the other things that they've done. I think New Balance have had a steady year. I think Saucony have done, or Saucony, depending on how you say it, have had a decent year. I think of the ones that are sort of the underbosses, the ones that are sort of the pretenders to the throne, I think probably A6 have had the most standout year. I think you're probably right, Ajeossi. I think you're probably.
I think I'm a Nike fanboy. Me and Erk are both Nike fanboys. I know they're probably the best brand of the year, but they're cheating to me. It's a cheat code, isn't it?
It is
if
a
everyone
bit of a
could bring
cheat
out
code.
a Jordan 4 retro, then they'd all say, "Oh yeah, we're winning," but they can't do that. They've got to think outside the box, and to triple your money, you've got to respect it, haven't you? I think, in a way.
Yeah, they can't miss with all their retros, re-releases. And some of the people out there, including myself, have been waiting for a black cement for years because they never got it the first time.
I never got it.
Jordan 4 as well, reimagined, even though it was changed, but still people are always going to be interested just because of nostalgia alone.
Because of the nostalgia and the history.
I was saying that's Hass's shoe of the year, isn't it? The Cement Ford reimagined. He said, didn't he?
Yeah.
They're on his list. They're absolutely on his list, but they weren't number one.
No, Hass, not me.
Oh no! I keep on doing that, man. I keep on doing that. I did that last.
No, we're both Turks.
Yeah.
We're both Turks.
Yeah. That was for real. I respect it. I shout out to Hass because we almost called Hass to cover a replace.
Yeah, Hass was going to jump in and replace you. I knew
almost
you'd be that
shout out to
toxic.
Hass.
We were going to get you manager instead of you, bruv.
Bless him. Just Photoshop, innit? Just Photoshop.
Do you know what we can do now? We can do a few honourable mentions before we jump into Sneaker of the Year chat. So, do we have any honourable mentions or anything that we wanted to touch on before we get into top tens?
In terms of brands of the year, or
anything, silhouettes that haven't got a lot of love, brands, whatever you want to do, and any honourable mention for any reason, any shout outs whatsoever.
Yeah,
I'm giving flowers, bro.
Yeah. I had it for Cortez again, just because marketing, the shoe, a lot of people have been waiting for the Huarache, the Air Trainer Huarache. And man, the beef with Palace, it's amazing, man. And because he's like one of our own, like from
Genius.
the UK, it makes it even more special. So,
we love it.
Yeah, and also I did have ASICS as honourable mentions just because of the Kith collab, and also, man, year on year, they're killing it. They're bringing more and more people interested. Well. I haven't got a pair of ASICS just yet, but
they're around the corner, man. Because I'm not confident. They're definitely around the corner. I'll put respect on what they're doing, bro.
He got Sambas, PROZECH. He got Sambas. So if he's getting Sambas, ASICS are coming out there. They've got to come to
Absolutely.
Research purposes, man. That's it.
It's correct, brother. Correct.
I respect that. I respect it. For me, honourable mention, I'm gonna shout out J-Tips. I thought the Omni 9 was a fire shoe. The Bread 4 reimagined. Like, I know it's on people's list, but it's just like people have got a bit of a funny thing about it because it's a reimagined. I like the shoe because of the change in materials. I like the shoe. I feel like the shoe was made for the UK. Finally, we can rock that shoe with confidence at any point during the year. And the tooling on that shoe makes it a lot more comfortable in terms of it being a Jordan 4. A shoe that not a lot of people are talking about, which is weird, because it did maintain its resale value, was the Jumpman Jacks. I feel like the Jumpman Jacks had a great year.
We haven't mentioned them, have we?
Yeah, we haven't mentioned them at all. I feel like they had a great year. I feel like the Cell pair is slightly better in terms of wearability than the Mocha pair, but I feel like both pairs were immaculate in terms of materials, drop, marketing, packaging. I feel like everything was good. I feel like they've elevated that pair. It's a good shoe. It's a good shoe all in all, man. So yeah, those are a few honourable mentions.
He's keeping the hype with it because they're not easy to get. He knows how to do that.
They're not easy to get, man. They're not easy to get.
It's something new as well. It's refreshing.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good. It's good that we like, because this generation have that. Like, and obviously a lot of his legacy has been built on the Jordan 1, which obviously had its own legacy. So him being able to create a shoe that does have some of that heritage in terms of, you can see the Air Trainer in that shoe as well. You can see some of the reference
some easy vibes, maybe.
You get me? You can see some of the reference points for that shoe as well. So it's like, it definitely brings a couple of generations together and they've done it really well. It's a really well made shoe, so it's good. The box on that was almost like it was made of wood. It was crazy. Like, it was just a very, very, like, they've elevated that shoe in my opinion. I didn't get the Cell pair. I've got the Mocha pair. But yeah, it's a good shoe, man. It's a good shoe. Sneaker.Ajeossi, were you saying for honourable mentions or anything you want to
some people hated them, but I'm going with these.
Very interesting shoe, man. The Biocoaster
I'm going with these because, Chanel, I think this is just ridiculous.
That was cool. The back tab on that shoe.
The main
cool.
thing is to change this. Like, to change this is a big deal. For you to be able to change this and be allowed to change it and be as thought of highly to do that, that's mad, isn't it? They don't do that for anyone.
Yeah.
So to me, with a leather I know some people hate I got rinsed in my life for this one. People just said it's dead over and over again.
No, I'm not a massive fan.
People hate the laces, but it's proper different, innit? And the things she's been allowed to do, which other people haven't been allowed to do, you've got to give it props to me. It's definitely.
I'll give it a little bit of respect because I think that back tab is pretty iconic, man. It's a very good back tab. I think
as soon as I saw that, I didn't even care about the shoe. As soon as I saw that back tab, I was like, I'm having them.
This is it. I think this is where it kind of went a little bit left for Nina Chanel on that particular shoe, and that's just my opinion. I think the photos were better than the actual shoe.
Yeah. You could be right. I don't want to say it, but you could be right.
I think
Someone
like,
said.
yeah, go on.
Someone
Someone
said AstroTurf Jordan 3s. That's
Come
what I
on,
heard,
bro.
That's what I heard.
AstroTurf Jordan 3 is a wild statement, but it's not too far from the.
I can see
I
that.
mean,
I can
it's
see that.
definitely got a little bit of a vibe. And the thing is, what I would say is those that
Were you
like
in my
it,
live, Erkin? Were you in my
Yeah,
live?
yeah.
On a different name, Shadow account. Because I got a few of them. That rings a bell. That comment. Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
going
man,
under
it's
Kebab
definitely
Man
in-
2099. That was me.
My bad man's a vibe. We love that. But yeah, man, definitely an interesting take on the 3. And yes, the people that love it, the people that like it, love it. And those that are not feeling it are just not feeling it. I feel
They
like
don't like it at all.
I feel like there was
Yeah.
a drop off, man. I feel like what I saw in terms of photo and then what I saw when I got it in hand was like, whoa,
Yeah.
is this the same shoe? Like, it just doesn't give me those same
I think-
feels, man.
I think they concentrated on this though. They just showed this,
They
didn't
went
they?
in on that back
And
tab
then
got
just
the
you're
full
getting
business.
this, buy this,
They got
yeah.
the full
and
works.
then don't worry about the rest of it. It's fine. It's okay.
That back tab
man.
got the business. That back tab got the business.
Yeah,
All the budget went on the back tab. You get me,
Yeah.
man? But shout out to Nina
Like the
Chanel, man.
Amamania 95, same thing, wasn't it? The angles will play on that shoe, won't they?
Whoa. No.
Okay, do you know what? Yeah, because we're pushed for time,
Yeah.
right? Let's
Leave
get
him. Leave him. He's had
man.
enough, had he? He's had
we will,
enough.
we will get into the sneaker of the year chat, right?
PROZECH, we
So
recorded all the earlier stuff, didn't we?
we recorded a lot of it.
Yeah, you can watch we rinsed you for like an
yeah,
hour,
yeah.
so we don't
You
have to
know
do it
what,
now.
bro? Yeah,
You can
Broski,
go back and watch
you're gonna
Fair
have to rewatch this because
Fair enough.
Yeah.
we were giving you, literally,
Yeah.
we were saying all the best things about you, right?
Yeah, we were
just
praising
loads
you
and loads of
highly.
love, just loads and loads of love,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
loads of
You
love.
can imagine,
Things that we would obviously say to your face.
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Second biggest
It was all
YouTuber in
love.
the
It was all
country.
love.
And Jesse's face just says it all. That's what I'm going to say.
That was
There
all
you
love.
go.
It was all love.
It
Yeah.
was all love.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Kicks Chronicles. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, rate, review, and all that good stuff. And remember, full video version is available on YouTube, audio versions available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.